Support your local, starting with Space Smoke Shop, located on 125 East Pennington Street, Tucson, Arizona.
Space Smoke Shop. Cheap tobacco, any drink you can think of. We're also a hookah lounge and a venue. You'll love it.
Don't forget, every second and fourth Tuesday is Punk Rock Tuesday at Space Smoke Shop, 125 East Pennington Street, located in downtown Tucson, Arizona. And be sure to tell them that you heard about them on the GMR Podcast.
GMR. You're listening to the GMR Podcast.
You can hear the GMR Podcast on Stitcher. Stitcher is radio on demand. Download the free app today. Listen anytime, anywhere.
Create custom playlists. Rate and review my show on Stitcher. And over 4 million car dashboards.
On demand and on the go. No downloading, no syncing, and no wasted memory. Don't have Stitcher? Download it free today at Stitcher.com or in the App Store.
Welcome to the GMR Podcast, show 59. I want to start things out tonight by saying, #IAMSORRY. Why am I sorry? Because I mispronounced Daniel Klaus's name through the entire episode. It's Klaus like plows, not clothes like clothes. It's Klaus, Daniel Klaus, author of Ghost World. It would take too long to try to re-edit the whole show and pronounce his name right, so I figured I'd start off in the preamble by saying Daniel Klaus. #IAMSORRY.
GMR.
GMR.
GMR. GMR.
GMR.
GMR.
GMR. Wow.
Hello. Same boring angle. I don't know, this was never a boring time slot. There was a lot of interesting shows in this time slot over the years. 6 o'clock Saturday night. Third Saturday of the month.
Yep. Hello.
Or third month of the Saturday. To think just minutes ago I was just another random person walking downtown, staring at people, and then you become television personality just like that. It's already with
Eric, you have a call on line 1. Eric, line 1.
I tell you, everything's just
That was
lining up
fast.
today, man.
That was
Yeah.
fast.
It's all
Usually
just set up.
Usually it takes a while into the show before the perpetual page that usually happens during
I'm telling
the
you. I think breakfast helps.
You had breakfast today?
Yeah.
You've had a full day?
I made it myself right before I came down here.
Yeah, what'd you have?
It's so much better. Eggs and some bread and some all the breakfast type
you
stuff.
make a sandwich?
I could have. It was all the makings of a sandwich, but
yeah.
I ate it individually. Because
So
the
you
bread had the spreadable fruit
somebody's
on it,
calling.
the
So
blackberry.
You stirred it in your
We're getting
stomach.
weird phone calls now.
Somebody's calling
And
me.
it's so much better than eating out because it's not only is it cheaper, you made it yourself, so you know it's going to be good. You know what ingredients were used. Sarah
If
sent
you
me
can
a
trust the
message on
ingredients.
Facebook yesterday for you to call her.
Doing live television right now.
Well, even with Taco Bell,
Right
which I have
now.
no more cravings for, who knows what's really in there, how many preservatives.
No, it's at 6 o'clock.
But we're taking your podcast calls because this is also the GMR Podcast. I'm Marty Catola.
I'm Mark. And
And,
Gene's on the phone over there.
Having
No,
a separate conversation. It's tradition
I know
for
sometimes.
two conversations to go on at once
Yeah,
here.
you
You
can come
choose which
down.
one you want to listen to.
That's cool.
We're already
come
off
on
and
down.
started. Come on down. You're the next contestant.
Yeah, we'll be here.
The price is
All
right.
right.
I'll be here for an hour.
Bye.
Ray's back into study land, so but we
So,
wouldn't expect him to come down on a
Sarah's gonna
Saturday
be
night
here.
anyway.
We don't
So,
get
well,
20
she's
up
only
here, do
got 56 minutes, so she
Said
better
she'll
hurry.
be here in 20 minutes, so.
Is this Sarah?
Or the pizza's free.
Yep, Sarah. She wants to stop
Hey,
by.
Is there going to be...
I don't think they do that anymore, do they?
What?
Give you a
tonight,
free...
do you think?
Well, we haven't even gotten to that yet. Do they give you a free pizza if it's 30 minutes late
No.
anymore? They don't do that.
Oh, they don't
Because
do
it was
that?
encouraging reckless driving. Ooh, that was a good
Oh, no,
sounder.
what they're doing now is they're saying if you're not satisfied with... They guarantee it. And if you're not happy with it, the next one's on them.
Yeah, so that's even better. So you
Yeah.
can eat that pizza.
Well, I don't think you could get
And you
away
get a
with eating
free
the whole
pizza
thing.
in the future.
Now, how do you know if you're satisfied with the pizza until you finish eating the pizza?
I know right away if you take one bite and you're like, ugh, then I'm not satisfied with this. I couldn't even eat it.
Yeah,
That's
but the
how
whole
bad
point
it
is
was.
to
But
get
let's-
more pizza out of it.
let's
Well, then
say-
you're scamming.
Exactly. That's what
That's
we're
what I'm
doing. We're
saying.
You make
scamming
the
for
pizza yourself, it's so much better. You save so much money. These are financial hints for you from the end of television tonight. The end of not having any money in the bank. So they added another... You have the crackly mic, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, I think you do.
That was a tradition, microphone noise, even in the studio. Brian Posehn at Phoenix ComiCon 2014, another guest at it from Nerd Poker.
That's right.
Right. Just found out about that.
More podcast
Look at-
represents.
Oh, absolutely. He'll do a podcast.
Nobody
with you.
texted me in the last 30 seconds. Why am I perpetually looking at the phone? You got to push that button. Got to
I
push
know.
that button every
That's why
hour.
I don't want to get back on Facebook. When I was on Facebook briefly, just to look at a video of
You
some
have to
damn
push the
scorpion.
button.
Well, you just got to have that power of, I know I don't
have
need
time
to.
for that.
I know I
Do
don't
you?
need to look.
You don't
at-
have time for that.
I was talking to Kevin Sloan on Facebook. Hopefully he'll be down here tonight. Hello?
Yeah, I was.
How's
surprised
Kevin
to see-
doing?
He wants me to help weed out dead Access members from the logs, and I'm thinking I maybe know a handful, but I wouldn't know from the thousands of
Is this-
people who's
Is this
deceased
from,
or not.
from,
but-
from memory?
yeah,
Oh shit. yeah, no, that
you're
that,
on the cable.
That ain't gonna work. Hey, you know
You
we're,
just start
we're
making up names, right? Just go, oh, this, yeah,
hey Rogers, you out there? If you're watching,
Rogers.
You on?
yeah, and Betty.
Hello.
There we
call,
go.
Man. Hey, we got a
It
caller.
helps when the trim's
Hey,
turned
caller,
up.
what's happening?
Can you pop
Hey,
that?
this is not Carl. I'm just an anonymous caller. I love Marty. I love Mark. I love Gene.
Gene's over
I
there.
want to have his babies, but that's another story. But yeah, love your show.
Right on. There's this actor named Shia LaBeouf,
Shia LaBeouf.
and now
him LaBeouf.
he's now become pretty much my
LaBeouf.
hero at this point. He's doing these Andy Kaufman type
No,
shenanigans now.
you think that's what it is? 'Cause
Oh, this-
I saw
yeah,
him
this is
at like a
hilarious.
press conference or something where he was just making very little sense and he was like plagiarizing something else again.
Yeah, that's what it started with, is the plagiarism. They say he ripped off a Daniel Close book and made a movie out of it, and then said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I plagiarized you." But
Wait, are you talking about Ghost World?
well, he did write Ghost World, but this is a different one, which
No,
is
Ghost World is so much plagiarism. Have you ever looked at 8 Ball and Daniel Close's other work?
well, he wrote. How can you plagiarize yourself? Is that possible?
If
Wait,
you
wait,
don't
I'm
own the
confused.
copyright,
I
if
thought you
the
said
publishing
Daniel
company owns
Close.
it.
Well, anyways, Ghost World is my favorite movie, but that's besides the point.
I love
So-
Ghost World, but isn't it like Daniel Close, or was it based
It
on
is Daniel Close. Yeah, it is Daniel Close.
That would explain why
Anyway.
they're very similar.
So, anyways, when Shia LaBeouf apologized for ripping Daniel Close off, the apology was ripped off. It was somebody else's apology for something else that he found. And
Now
so,
that-
to me, this is very Banksy type.
And
You know.
he did some skywriting to
Oh yes,
apologize
he
as
did a
well.
skywriting where the guy couldn't see it,
In the
saying
city
he was
that
sorry
the
for
guy
it.
didn't live in, but
Yeah.
you know he would see it. Everybody saw it.
I think it's hilarious.
He
And
was in Hollywood, so
then he went to the press conference for his latest movie. They
I
asked
saw
him a
that.
question, and then he plagiarized a French soccer player's line, and then he
I
walked
think
off
so.
the stage. Then it's getting to my favorite part
looking-
now. He comes out to the premiere of the movie wearing a bag on his
Oh,
head
I saw that.
that says "I am not famous
I am not
anymore."
famous.
Now the best part. This whole week, this goes on until tomorrow, he's been having an art gallery in Los Angeles where you can stand in line for hours, finally get to go into this room, and you pick from all these implements on the desk, like a whip from Indiana Jones or Optimus Prime. There's like a bottle of liquor or a bottle of cologne. A bowl with tweets written about him that are positive or negative. And then you pick one of these things. Then you get to go into the room with Shia LaBeouf, who's still sitting there with the bag on his head in the tuxedo, and he just stares at you the whole time you're in there. He won't talk. You can ask him anything. You can do anything with the implements to him. All he's going to do is just sit there and stare. Yeah, anything, apparently. The whole thing is what is plagiarism?
It takes plagiarism to a whole new art form.
Apparently, he will take the bag off and cry for certain people. One person got a laugh out of him, and I just think this is hilarious. Anything that's subversive that makes people think. Then, on day 2 of this, Jerry O'Connell set up an exhibit next door called I'm Sorry Too, or hashtag I'm Sorry Too. He's got a bag on his head that says super famous, and he'll sit there and bawl and talk to you when you bring in things like the Stand By Me Blu-ray and whatnot. He only did that for one day as a parody of what was going on next door. So just
the opposite.
I think this is hilarious, and also Shia LaBeouf has gone on record on Twitter as saying that this was all set up anyways, that he plagiarized on purpose to get noticed to start this whole chain of events, which reminds me of the Joaquin Phoenix "I'm Not Here" Mortimer Jones thing from about 5 years ago. He's ripping that off. Remember, I'm not going to be an actor anymore. I'm going to be a rapper. And they made a whole movie about it, and turned out that was fake. Now that guy's getting Oscar nominations again. So
I plagiarize his voice all
exactly,
the time.
Mortimer Jones.
I plagiarize and I harmonize with his vocals. I love Mortimer Jones.
So I thought that was
a couple of pretty women
damn
just
funny.
walked by an open door. Glad it wasn't closed. This is not a closed set. This is an open set.
People are like, "Is that really you under the bag? Can I take the bag off?" And sure enough, he's sitting there under that bag.
He lets him take the bag off.
Yeah, apparently you can stay in there as long as you want. Somebody was in there for hours the other day, I read. So
is he still doing this for
until tomorrow?
Until Sunday. And where's this at in Los Angeles?
1 week art exhibit. Yeah.
Where's it at?
Somewhere
in California,
like Hollywood or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's hashtag I'm sorry.
So
I am sorry.
Is he trying to outdo David Blaine? Like, is this some sort of a real weird magic trick?
Well, it's not
or
magic.
endurance?
It's just performance.
No, he's a brain rapist, I heard. Speaking of plagiarism.
Come in and
Brain
stare at me,
rapist.
and I'm sorry. What are you sorry for? For making shitty movies or ripping people off? And the funny thing is, see, we've, like me and you, caller, we've seen Ghost World. We read the graphic novel. This isn't the one that Daniel Close got ripped off from, but it makes me think, well, if he's ripping that guy off, the whole thing is supposed to be subversive. I can't explain it much more. I think it's all, if you're either in on the joke or you're not.
Hey, isn't it possible that Shia
Or maybe he's just had a breakdown.
Is actually helping Daniel Close's career and
It
getting
could
him
be.
more recognition?
Because he announced his next project, which is a ripoff of another one of that guy's graphic novels, and he posted some storyboards with it. The story was called David Boring. He's changed it to Daniel Boring, and he says, "Oh, this isn't. I'm not ripping this guy off." So maybe they're in cahoots.
I think they
I want to watch his movie.
Close,
It's online. Apparently, Jim
Daniel
Gaffigan's
Boring.
in it, the Hot Pocket guy. So Hot Pocket.
Hot Pocket.
See, I'm ripping that off now. So
No,
yeah,
it's
pie
here.
and coffee. I see lights.
I see lights too. We
It's
may
the
have pie and
prelude. It's
coffee.
the prelude for pie and coffee. We have a pie and coffee situation going on here. It's 6:16 and 16 seconds. When I looked at the clock, that's when the pie and coffee. You know, it's possible. And last time we indulged,
That was 10
there was
seconds
pizza
ago.
there. Remember that time we got a slice of pizza? Did you get a slice of that pizza?
Yes, I did.
It was
great.
delicious.
It was great pizza. I wish I could have eaten more.
Delicious.
I may have eaten 2 slices of it.
Avoid the apple pie. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
Well, I'm going to run out of
Hey.
minutes, you guys, but I love your show.
Too late.
You're using your minutes up to. All right, well, hang up on
Cool.
him. Save him some minutes.
The
Hang
show
up.
had a budget.
And we didn't know you had minutes, caller. He can't hear us anymore because he doesn't have a television set. But maybe he'll listen to this.
Can you put me back on hold so I can hear the show?
We could do that if you want to spend an hour of your minutes. That's what I'm saying. So Brian Posehn,
Yeah.
he was on The Big Bang Theory this
Yeah.
season.
Jim Parsons going to host Saturday Night Live March 1st.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that should be entertaining.
Yeah. Another repeat of Big Bang Theory this week, but
I
Comic
saw
Book
that.
Men started. Did you see that yet?
No, I haven't. I didn't get a chance to see that. That was just on. Oh, I
Do you
saw
like
the
Archer?
first one.
I've heard that is good, but yet another program that
Yeah. It's
I
funny
don't
as hell.
watch.
It is
Yeah, I did-
hysterically funny.
I guess I've only seen one because there's only been one that's out so far. The new
of
one.
what?
It's on demand.
Comic Book Men.
Comic Book Men.
Yeah, the one about Superman's
Superman.
birthday.
Yeah.
The Dean.
Oh,
Dean
so you
Cain.
did see that one?
I did see
And
that.
we
Yeah.
saw Dean Cain last year at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
From a distance.
From a
yeah.
distance, we go look. There's Superman standing
Last
over
year.
there.
No, I didn't see him last year.
I hear a good time. Hey, you guys having a good time?
He's got more minutes to spin. Turn your radio down.
Yeah, turn.
What are you doing?
It's
That's
All
what
right,
we're trying to
Podcast
figure
I'm
right
out.
gonna
now,
go-
it will be. It's on the
I'm gonna
computer
go
later
smoke
on.
a
but
cigarette.
right
Wait
now
for our
it's,
special guest.
The end of television.
Okay.
What? What?
Marty?
You're doing what?
Yes,
Okay.
I heard all of it.
Should I turn off my mic? I'm
No.
gonna turn off my mic right now.
What are you doing?
I just turned it
Oh,
down.
But then I
yeah,
have to
what
phone
are
Nicole
you
again.
doing?
Say what?
What is this?
It's the same
It's a
show you
dildo.
called 5 minutes ago.
Small dildo, and you put it in your eye.
Okay,
I don't know what this.
all right.
I'm just.
Well, you
sitting
guys
down.
have a good Saturday night, man. Let's have a good time, okay?
All right.
Okay, man.
Okay, Meng.
Use up some more minutes.
He hasn't used them all up yet. Month's half over. We still got minutes. See, Gene, you were slow to the punch.
Hey.
And now there's no point because they've got you blocked in. No tobacco for you, sir. You'll
tobacco
just have to use your little vaporizer
We,
thing.
Yeah,
we have a
I
we have a
wouldn't do that
special
in here.
guest if she's willing to come in and sit
You're
down.
going to have to start.
That
Let's see.
is a pleasant
It's a prop.
surprise.
Anybody want to help with this?
It's not real. If you really lit that, you'd start gagging
You haven't
because
practiced
it's
in
not
all-
a real cigarette. I'm not supposed to say that, am I? Give that away.
Actually, I was just gonna let her use this chair here.
Okay. Well, we have plenty of chairs.
We do too.
We do, and one of them you'll fall out of.
How's it going?
The ghost chair. Isn't there one of these chairs if you lean back in it, it feels like you're gonna fall?
Where is
yeah. No, I think
Ray?
they actually got rid of
They
that one.
did. Where is Ray? Ray is not here. Ray is studying.
Hey, you want to be guest speaker on this thing?
Podcast listeners don't
podcast?
understand what we're talking about when we say we lost the picture. They're
Give
like,
him
you
a
lost the
mic."
picture a long time ago. So Mark Brady has taken some age reversing potion here.
All right,
He's now
so
younger than I
We
am.
have our special guest, Andrew.
Hi.
What's
Hi.
going?
Good.
What are you guys been up to tonight?
We've been in a tournament for a game,
What kind of game?
like a card game.
Cool. Were you playing Marvel?
Yeah.
Cool.
Step by step, inch by inch.
Why don't you tell the people a paranormal story?
A paranormal story? Like my own
Yep.
paranormal story?
Mhm.
No.
Oh, see? I can hear the ghosts already.
What do you mean no?
No, I refuse.
Crackling.
Too bad.
No means no.
Yes means yes.
Yes means maybe.
It's a positive trip.
That's not how it
Yes,
works.
yes.
What about the pennies and stuff?
Oh, the dimes?
The dimes.
Those are creepy.
Okay. So, there was this one time I was at home. Oh my god, I don't want to tell this story. No. Last night for Valentine's Day, we went and saw RoboCop.
That was
Have
pretty
you guys
decent.
seen it?
RoboCop 4, as I like to call it.
Really?
Well, it's the fourth RoboCop
I
movie.
didn't know that.
Really?
But it's a reboot, right? Like they started over.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. I liked it.
Did they have the robot that didn't know how to walk downstairs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Why would
They had a
you
version of
make
that
such a thing except for just comic relief, right?
Yeah.
I do not know.
Let's build a gigantic robot and it can't walk downstairs.
I don't understand why half of his body got blown up, not his whole body. I don't understand.
It's fiction. I'll buy that for $1.
They had that in there.
They had to.
They had all of them.
People would be very
Dead or
disappointed.
alive, you're coming with me.
That was one of those movies I rented on VHS and watched about 6 times before I took it back.
Cool.
For a Nintendo NES, I used to have that one. Yeah,
Is it a 3D or 2D or what is it?
it's that old school side-scrolling, Nintendo Entertainment System, the old one, the top loader.
Mario?
Yeah,
Mario?
yeah, it was for that system. It was probably a better game than Batman. Well, they were probably on a par with each other. I think RoboCop was a little easier. I could beat that without the Game Genie. So now it's video games and more with your host Zot 2.0.
Wow.
Which is me. I'm Zot 2.0. JJ, I'm taking your show over. Oh, I was looking at episodes of Video Virus because I have a bunch of them recorded.
Oh man, I remember that.
Now,
one.
I don't know if you wouldn't be able to do camera on it because it wouldn't be a show, but I'm thinking, JJ, that show would work great as a podcast, because that's basically what he was doing. He was just sit out there and he would just, fireside chat type talk.
Right.
I'm listening. This could just work as a
and
podcast.
And the beauty
Didn't he say
of
he would
doing
want
that
to do a
show,
podcast at some point? So
it was so much fun working that show was I'd never had seen what he was bringing in up until it was live, and I made a mistake. He gave me a microphone, but I'm sitting in the control room and he's out in the
not
thing,
touching it.
but I'm on a mic. It's like, wow. That's where I almost got in trouble with the facilitator.
It would
when
be podcast virus, I guess. Computer virus.
I think the podcast about the video virus is a pretty damn good idea.
Work that mic,
A
TC.
little bit further on down the road.
Get TC to work the mic tonight.
Yeah. I have no idea where TC is. He's probably at home.
That was a good one last week. It was a good show.
Yeah. That's cool.
High energy.
Ray and TC in the same room.
Who would ever have thought, right?
A rare Ray appearance and the only TC appearance.
Might as well. He's not.
Spencer, he's not here. For the longest time on Facebook, I kept seeing this picture show up saying, this person's might be your friend. This person might be your friend. And I almost took a screenshot and been like, this guy looks just like Sheldon. And I was like, and then I found out it was Ray, and I was like, oh, that's Ray. I'm like, oh, okay. I'd never even seen him before. Does he really look? Does he look like Sheldon?
Not really.
In his profile picture.
I guess.
I don't know what his
Wait, do you know who Sheldon is? Does
Yeah.
everyone know who Sheldon is?
From
Okay.
Yeah, from
Big
Big
Bang
Bang.
Theory.
Yeah. Okay.
Ray's about a
Have
foot
you seen
shorter.
Have you seen his Facebook picture? All right.
It's an image from the Call Me Crazy show when we created his Facebook page
But I
on
love Sheldon,
Christmas
so
last
it's a
year.
compliment.
He does. We went through a bunch of pictures and he said, "That's
Okay.
one. I want that one."
We'll analyze it here.
The melancholy
will-
Ray pick.
Yeah.
He said he liked that one.
Okay.
And here I thought it would be the pick that he would not choose, and that's the one he chose. So, with modern technology, you can pull that up on the phone.
Honestly, I think Sheldon is like a nerd or something.
How do you get a hold of us when it's just a podcast? At GMR Podcast on Twitter is the easiest way. 'Cause we get so many tweets from you listeners. So many that we don't even know where to begin to read them off of the giant stack we have.
You got to admit, it's very tweet of them to do that.
Tweet them?
No, it's very tweet of them to do that for you.
So next week we'll come in with a giant bowl of positive and negative tweets about the GMR podcast, and we'll just sit here with a bag on our head and stare at you for an hour.
I think
hopefully
we should
you'll feel something by the time it's over.
I think we should have coffee and pizza.
Wow, he was just a regular person, and I thought he was that Indiana Jones kid. Apparently, Pie and Coffee's been canceled because the lights are off now. So.
Well, maybe they've already set, and all they have to do is just click them on.
Caller. Well, sometimes if you act like you have one will appear.
People are following
They're paying
along.
attention. We appreciate it.
The running theme. Now let's hear your
The
best
RMG
Eddie Vedder
podcast.
Scooby-Doo.
That's
hear
going
that.
back.
That'll be good.
Maybe
Where is
we'll
he?
provide them with a little flashback clip of that in the after show tonight. Who knows? Who knows?
Good
Well,
idea.
all right, I will do some surfing.
You gonna go surfing?
Yeah, I'll surf and look for all kinds of Marty and Mark and
Point
Gene
Break.
stuff.
Cool.
Anyway, I'll let you get back to your show unless you want to do.
So you're an
surfing
undercover
around.
FBI agent, and you're trying to find the bank robbers
Yeah.
that dress up like ex-presidents.
You got to learn how to surf.
We should bring our own pie and coffee and have
Just
like
to throw
pie
'em
eating
off?
contest
A pie eating contest.
on the show.
On the show. That'd be messy.
Eh. No.
You got the beer. Yeah, we got beards. They're going to be a mess. That'd be
Caller
awful.
like that idea.
How about pizza?
Green dump.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
This guy was listening.
See, he wanted to bring up old topics too.
How about cupcakes?
Yep.
Cupcakes.
That started on another program and found its way to all the shows through the phone, and to this day I don't know what it means. I think it had something to do with a
Cupcakes.
show called Lewis Live or Flippin' Channels from 15 years ago. I don't know. Maybe
about a
caller,
cupcake?
maybe you should get in touch with Kevin Sloan, because I feel Green Dump is an important part of the last 15 years of Access Tucson. We could do a whole section on that. I'm not kidding. Kevin Sloan on Facebook.
He's on Facebook.
Yeah.
What about
Wow.
cupcakes?
That's what they call cupcakes? Green
Yeah.
dumps?
No.
Is that- oh.
They call cupcakes cupcakes.
That's right. So we're gonna bring GMR pie and coffee, and then we'll
Sometimes
see.
the
Do you
little
like ours
cake.
better than the Harrigan pie?
We switched Dan Harrigan's pies with GMR pies.
See if they notice. And it's just nothing but whipped cream sprayed into a tray. There's actually
Not even
no.
whipped cream, but
There's nothing under there.
shaving cream.
Butter.
Shaving cream, and
Save
then we have
money. That's
a
cheaper,
pie throwing
right?
contest at the end.
And
'Cause
oranges.
you post a video of somebody getting a pie in the face on YouTube, guaranteed thousands of hits.
Is that right?
People love a
Funny.
good pie in the
People
face.
still enjoy that? That's
I
like,
was just about to say that.
Also, anything involving air horns. So welcome to the Air Horn Pie in the Face podcast.
What happened to Let's Scare People podcast?
That's right. Well, that's next week. This was the 59th one, so next week is 60.
that's crazy.
How many weeks till Comic-Con?
15?
16?
16
17?
weeks. 15.
I
think
got it
it's-
written down somewhere.
Well, we don't know.
It's getting close. 4 months.
Come on.
June? How many weeks to WrestleMania?
But didn't
Anybody
you say
know?
they're having a free preview of their new channel?
That's right.
Maybe.
You get a week. You gonna sign up,
One
bro?
week.
I probably wouldn't use it.
Ah,
I'm too
I-
busy with my free trial of SiriusXM, which I can't pull myself away from.
yeah, that won't have expired till the end of the month, right?
Yeah, I got like another 2 weeks on that.
Yeah.
Then I think I'm probably just going to sign up for it. 'Cause
And I think that free trial might only last a couple days, just like that XM thing. Wasn't that the deal? If you didn't sign up right then, you wouldn't get the deal.
I signed up a couple of days after. And
Oh,
it's
so
still,
you can still maybe even do it.
You might, yeah, if you know the link.
Just get a free month just to lure you in.
Yeah, because they know
That's
you're going to
pretty
get
awesome.
hooked. I got hooked within an hour. Last night we were listening to the 40s on Channel 4.
Yeah.
Gene said it was the Fallout station.
That's pretty cool.
Then I put on the 50s, and Gene's like, I think I like the 40s more, and I like the 50s. So. Then we put on the 60s, and it was Rolling Stones. So.
Stones are overrated.
That was Mark Brady in the distance.
The Stones are overrated, man.
That sounded like Flim.
What?
I like the Beatles.
You're on the cable.
No, they're not.
How many years since the Beatles on Ed Sullivan? It's been 50. 50 years, right?
50.
Oh,
Years.
Ed Sullivan was good.
Wow.
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 I mean, he was good, but man, you guys, you know what they're doing tonight?
You better hurry and tell me.
They're putting the Lawrence Welk show up against your show. I mean, how?
No wonder we're not
How
getting
hard?
viewers.
How hard is that for you?
I'm going to go home and listen to Lawrence Welk right now. I got it on my TiVo.
And I'm going to be 1,000 years
Okay, I
old.
love you guys. You be good.
Or what's going to happen?
Oh, the Wolfman, he go come and get you, baby.
When pigs fly.
Adios.
And now it's time for the after show.
Tonight on the after show, we bring you the Eddie Vedder Wars from the new show number 6, titled OJ Pearl Jam, aka Overmodulating, from June 25th, 1994.
All right, dude, we're going to get the next song now, okay? That was a moment, thanks.
Wait, we got a best Eddie Vedder impersonation ever right here.
All right.
Here it comes. Remember Scooby-Doo, that cartoon, the old cartoon? Mystery Machine?
Yeah.
All right, here it goes. Scooby, second time afraid in the Mystery Machine. That's me. Well, it's creepy in this cave with the Phantom running after me.
Oh,
that's right. Okay, and it would have worked if it wasn't for those meddling kids. Oh, and that stupid dog. Well, his name is Scooby-Doo. 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 Yeah! Digga-digga-digga-digga-down, chicka-bow. Digga-digga-digga-digga-down, chicka-bow. Battle-a-down, daddle-a-dow. Battle-a-down, daddle-a-dow. Oh, this cave is creepy, Scoob.
Yo.
Here's the story. Oh, little there. There was a rocket with a cow, there below. And there's that they good awful family. And they went through their little no Brady punch.
Let's go.
Anyways, this is the Scooby-Doo Eddie Vedder fucking G. Willikers tribe over here. We've been calling on, you know what?
Oh, what's up?
I think it's Eddie Vedder's wars over here. I think that one dude's trying to perpetrate when he calls up over there with his Eddie Vedder. Man, that's bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here, I got the Eddie Vedder in the house. Come over here, Eddie. Come here. Eddie's over here. Let me introduce you to Eddie Vedder. Here. Eddie Vedder singing that one orangutan shit. What up? Orangutan. This is the orangutan version. Alright. Him said, banana eating orangutan swinging on a tree. That's me. Well, then he fell 50 feet off the stage and broke his neck. Oh, heck. And it really hurt when I fell off that ladder. Oh, the bong is coming, so I gotta take a break. Take a break. Take a break. My doses. I was gonna sell them at the malt shop.
Next song?
Yeah, please.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow.